Welcome to my Don't Whine Valentine February challenge. We're going to get started by doing 30 seconds of all the exercises that are listed on the calendar. As you'll see on the calendar, the increments of time increase each week, but we're just going to do 30 seconds for the demonstration. The first day we're going to start with is February 1st, which is actually a Saturday. So on Saturdays, you're going to start with squat jumps. So we're going to do 30 seconds worth of squat jumps, just like this. Now you're going to find a pace that works for you. You can also choose just to squat instead of jump if that works better for you. So just make sure that you're landing softly, your heels are coming down every time, you're sitting back into the squat, and you're not going super duper low. You don't want to go past 90 degrees. The next are lunge and lifts. You can do that nice and high here and lift the leg up, or you can go nice and low and lift up. You can also put your hands on something like the step here if you want to. So the key here is to keep your heel down on the floor, and you want to keep your body weight in your heel as well. And we're going to switch legs, again, making sure that you keep your body weight in your heel and that your heel of the front foot here is flat. And like I said, you can modify by lunging and lifting that leg up without bending over. You can also modify in the middle and put your hands on an object, something like this step, something stable. You're going to feel that burn in your glutes and your quadricep muscles, so back here and here. On Sundays, so those are the two for Saturday. On Sundays, we've got a wall sit. So you find a nice sturdy wall, and you just put your back against it, slide down so you're in a 90 degree with your legs, and whoop, and that's it. And you hold here. Now, you pull your belly in and you press your back against the wall. So this is also a core exercise. My legs are on fire because I just did the other exercises, but it's great because you're actually pulling your belly in and you're working your core as well. So you just hold this, and as you go through the weeks, it gets longer and longer, and it becomes very, very tiring and painful. Whew, shake that out. Next, we've got runner's lunges. So runner's lunges are right here. You come down like you're going to run a race, and you pull that knee in just like this. Again, you can put your hands on something, or you can stay here. Okay, so there's lots of ways you can complete this exercise. And just a reminder, you want to keep your front foot nice and flat. And again, your body weight wants to go more into the heel rather than the toes of the front foot. You'll feel a difference when you shift your weight back. And you can see, hopefully you can see, my fingertips, my hands are on either side of my thumbs hit my toes. So you're not way over here, you're not way back here. If your hands are too far forward, your heel will come up. So that's a sure indication that you're not in the right form. You're not executing the form properly. The next exercise is mountain climber. So you can put your hands on an object here and draw your knees up to your chest. You can do this on the floor as well. So you're just going to go at a pace that works for you. Drive those knees to your chest. And then the next exercise are reverse crunches. So you're going to lie on your back with your legs in the air, and you're going to pull your belly in, and that's going to cause your butt to lift off the floor and engage and contract your core. So you're not using any momentum, you're using complete core strength, and by the end of the time, you should feel that belly burning a bit if you're executing it properly. If you don't feel anything happening, then you're using momentum and not your actual core. Good. Okay. On Tuesdays, we do push-ups. So push-ups can be flat on the floor here. It can be with your hands on an object or on your knees. So if you're on your knees, you want to make sure that you're in this position and not back here. You can also do push-ups against the wall if you're a beginner, or if you've got shoulder injuries that prevent you from being in this position. Putting your hands on a stable object is also fine, like a step. You know, one of the bottom steps of your staircase would be great. Abs are engaged. And this is an arm day, so we're doing tricep dips, marching tricep dips. You can put your hands on a bench like this, or you can be on the floor like so, and you're just gonna bring your knees up when you dip down. So I'm just gonna do it here, but it works really great if you put your hands on like the edge of a stable chair, or a step, or a couch, anything really that's stable. And I'm just making sure my fingertips stay forward. Every time I dip, my knees come up, so it's like I'm performing your abdominal exercise as well. Okay, on Wednesdays, we've got heels up sumo squats. That means you take your feet wide, heels and toes up, toes out, heels are up, and you're gonna squat down just like this. Keep those heels up the whole time. Good. Maintain your balance by keeping your abdominals in. And then we've got curtsy lunge pulses. So you're going to stay here and pulse down here. Now, you can make this more challenging by coming down like this, if you choose. You do not have to. So you can stay up here and pulse just like this. This is what's on the tutorial as well. But just for a challenge, if you want, you can come down here and make it a little more, I would say, difficult in the quadricep area, so in the front of your leg right here. Still keeping that front heel down, back heel is up the whole time. If you are staying up, excuse me, you want to make sure that your posture is good. So my shoulders, you notice I hold like praying hands here, just to keep my chest open and my shoulders back. So if you're staying up, it's important that you keep that posture. If you're coming down, it's important that you keep the footwork here, the heel is down, and you're still pulsing up and down, just like this. Okay, next we've got cross climbers. Very similar to a mountain climber, except you cross your knee to your elbow. And you can make these as quick or slow as you want. Again, you can put your hands on something that's a little higher but stable, like a chair or a couch or a step. The bottom few steps of your staircase are great. This is a core day, so we want to get into that belly by drawing it in and keeping it contracted. Then we've got single leg roll-ups. So if you can come all the way up, you're going to use that exhale to roll and lift the leg as you come up. If you can't, it might look something more like this, and you're just going to work towards the roll-up. Alternating legs. Keep those arms straight and reaching towards the foot. Excuse me. And finally on Fridays we have up, up, down planks. So you start here in a nice push-up position, and then you go down, down into a forearm plank, back up into a straight arm plank. So you just go back and forth between the two, just working the arms, but also anytime you're in a plank position, you're actually engaging multiple muscles in your body. So it's a great full body exercise. And then we go into the staggered push-up. The staggered push-up means that one arm is forward, one arm is back, like this. Maybe I'll start like this so you can see, like this. And again, you can go on your knees or your toes or the wall. You can also find a happy medium. Put your hands on something that's a little elevated to give you an incline push-up so that you've got more support. Something like the third, maybe the third step, second step from the bottom of the staircase is great, or a very stable object in your house. And you just keep alternating back and forth between the two, and that's it. So those are your exercises for Don't Whine Valentine February challenge. You can also take the entire week's worth of exercises and do them as a full body workout. I would recommend setting your timer for, however long you want. It could be the time allotted or more, and repeating the circuit 1 to 3 times for a great full body workout. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this month is a very healthy and happy one for you, and that this helps you stay motivated. Thank you. See you soon. No excuses.